Cheryl Burke thinks the judging on DWTS has been inconsistent since Len Goodman's passing. It kinda all fell apart. Think something's off with the judging on Dancing with the Stars lately? Cheryl Burke is with you. I don't think it's just this past season. I think the judging has been very inconsistent since, unfortunately, Len Goodman passed away and was no longer a part of the show, she said on a recent episode of her Sex, Lies and Spray Tans podcast. Len had authority when he talked because he knew what he was saying. You could see our body language and our expressions whenever it was time for Len to give his critique. He could boo all he wants. She explained, when I'm doing this podcast, if I didn't or couldn't back up anything that I say as far as recaps go or any type of constructive criticism, I wouldn't talk about it either. I would be inconsistent or I would be scared of the negative feedback or the haters commenting. Or in the judge's case, I would react to the boos because I wouldn't feel confident in what I'm saying, because confidence comes from experience, comes from knowledge. Burke remembers how strongly Goodman's influence could be felt while he was still on the judging panel. There was a point where it was just too much to travel for him because he was also judging Strictly Come Dancing in England. They would have to catch a red eye after DWTS result shows, land in England, and I believe judge that same evening, she said. Talk about jet lag and just not catching a breath. They did that for like a decade at least, both of them, Bruno and Len. And whenever Len wasn't there, it kinda all fell apart in a weird, odd way. In a tribute to Goodman a year after his death, Inaba wrote that Len was a traditionalist and I always tend to love innovation and honest expression of self, and so we agreed to disagree while always keeping our friendship intact. I wish there was more of that in the world, and that is one of the most beautiful qualities